tell somebody. Don't keep this secret inside, because there's a saying that we are as sick as we are as our secrets. And if this is a secret and it stays inside of you for a long time, it can make you emotionally and psychologically ill. So many people think that that is just an unforgivable sin, that God cannot possibly forgive them for that. So it helps to go where you can receive spiritual help also. So the other thing that I would like to recommend that people do if they're suffering from an abortion is to attend a Rachel's Vineyard retreat. Or that's my favorite one. There are other ones, but the one that I work with is Rachel's Vineyard Retreat. And its primary focus is women and men who are suffering from the effects of having had an abortion. Now, another thing I like about this Rachel's Vineyard Retreat is even though the spouse, say like the husband, was not the father of the aborted child, we do invite him to come also on the retreat, because this experience really affects the marriage and raising families and things like that. So it is a good idea to have a spouse come, because the weekend is so profound that it's very hard to go home and try to explain that to a spouse after you've experienced it. So although the primary focus is the person who's had an abortion, we do invite a spouse or a significant person who will help you through this healing process. A Rachel's Vineyard weekend is an occasion where you come for the whole weekend. You arrive on a Friday night, and it lasts until a Sunday afternoon. And the reason that we have it in the whole weekend is it allows the people, and this retreat is for both women and men, but it allows the people to be in a really, really safe container without having to interrupt what's going on in their lives by going back home and taking care of children and making dinners. This is a time that is spent just on this topic. So it's set up so that you arrive on Friday night, and we do what's called spiritual exercises. And what happens is it opens people up to allowing and to knowing that Jesus is there present with us and is inviting everyone to come and be healed. Now, the purpose of the Rachel's Vineyard weekend is to take that time out from your life and to share with other people who have experienced the same thing, and to share what we would call your secret, and to know that in sharing your secret you don't feel alone, so much alone anymore, because you know that you're not the only one who is suffering the same kind of symptoms and feelings that you're having. And it just sets you on the path to full healing and restitution of your life. And there's a third suggestion that I would have for people who maybe can't get to a retreat right away, or just to have no resources at this point, would be to take some time and just quietly sit in a room and prayerfully consider naming your baby or your babies, because there are women who've had more than one abortion. There are some women who've had multiple abortions. And I think it's very important that you name these children, and to really know and understand that they are in heaven with God, and that they too are praying for your healing, and want you to name them and to know them and to develop a spiritual relationship with them, so that when your time comes to go to heaven, you will have already developed a relationship with them. And so I just ask that you ponder these things and think about what will be helpful for you on your own journey back home to heaven.